Okay, pause your video. Okay, let's go over this. Carbonic anhydrase is an enzyme. If it didn't tell you that, you would know because it ends in ASE. Is involved in a reaction of carbon dioxide and water to form a molecule that dissolves. You don't need to know any of this. You are going to get about twice as many enzyme questions as other types of questions on your test, but they'll all either they'll all either ask you one or two types of questions. Number one, what do enzymes do? All right, we know the answer to that. They speed up reactions by lowering activation energy. Or the question will be, what affects enzymes? And the answer is pH or temperature and maybe concentration. All right, so if we keep reading, what is it asking us? How does this enzyme affect a reaction? In other words, what is its job? All right, so that's easy. It speeds it up by lowering activation energy. Always going to be their answer. All right, so it's not A. Enzymes don't make things reversible. We've never learned that. It doesn't change the products. Doesn't change the. So what B is saying is, in a chemical reaction, A might turn into B. That's a chemical reaction. All right, and so that reaction takes a certain amount of time. Right, with an enzyme, it might take less time. That's how I draw less time for me. Right, but what this question is saying is it's going to change that, which is called the products, after the reaction has happened. It's going to change it into like something else. That's another chemical reaction. That's not what enzymes do. All right, so that's how you interpret B. All right, C is saying it increases the time needed. No, that's slowing it down. All right, so when I ran track, I ran the 100 meters in like 13 seconds. Okay, so if I have a bad day, maybe I'll run it in 20 seconds. Is that good? No, that's slower. All right, increasing the amount of time means slower. It's not C. Enzymes don't slow down reactions, they speed it up. All right, D, they decrease the amount of energy. All right, enzymes don't provide energy, but yes, they do decrease the amount of activation energy. We need to know this. The amount of energy that a reaction needs is called activation energy, and an enzyme just lowers that required amount of energy. D is the answer. This graph is so important. Okay, so when you have like your reactants, chemical A turning into chemical B, right? So in order for that to happen, that reaction needs a certain amount of energy. This amount of energy is called the activation energy. I just wrote this like at least twice. All right. Notice with an enzyme, it takes much less energy. That's what enzymes do. Because this reaction doesn't need as much energy to happen, it's going to happen faster. That's how enzymes speed up reactions. It doesn't give it energy, just makes it easier for the reaction to happen. All right, checking out the stats from this year. Yikes, look at that. So students historically do poorly on enzyme questions. I don't know why. There's only two kinds of questions they ask you. All right, so just know the answer. They speed up reactions, right, by decreasing the activation energy. Act as catalysts. They speed up reactions. So, you can pause your video if you want to read through the annotations, but this is so important. 5 extra credit points. Copy what's on your screen right now. Copy that. Send it to me. First one gets 5 extra credit points.